It's time now for the Peter Channel New News Report on this Wednesday afternoon, February 1st, 2017. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins. It's 12 noon and now your news and on. Stop straight. 12 noon is Norton, where a water main break in the Norton area around the Taunton Avenue area. There may be discolored water due to the incident according to the town of Norton. Here, House Democratic leader Nancy Pelosi launched a blizzard attack on President Trump's Supreme Court pick Tuesday, accusing Judge Neil Gorsuch of being hostile to everyone from clean air to children with autism and of likely to Democratic. Senate Democratic on Wednesday boycotted a committee vote on President Trump's pick to lead the Environment Protection Agency, preventing GOP from moving its government forward. Amona, Israeli police clashed Wednesday with Jewish settlers resisting the eviction of hardline residents of a Wildcat Outpost house after the government authorized 3,000 new homes in our West Bank settlements. The Harley-Davidson factory in Milwaukee has canceled schedules of President Trump for fear of planned protests, according to the report. Private companies kicked down the new year with iron speed, according to the latest report from ADP and Moody Analytics, and amid explosive months around President Donald Trump's inauguration and the flurry of activity that followed. In Indianapolis, lawmakers are considering a bill to change how people buy some cars in Indiana. The Boards of Transportation Committee is set to discuss the bill on Wednesday morning. Iran confirms Wednesday that it recently conducted a ballistic missile test launch and would that real criticism from U.S. and Israeli officials this week and raised concern about the potential violation of the United Nations Security Council resolution. An armed man who locked himself into a second hospital in Istanbul has ended his threat to kill himself, Turkish media reported. Mr. Millionaire stokes fears of China, Berlin, and Hong Kong. Ban Ki-moon, whose term as United Nations Secretary General just ended, and Sina, Valvo connected to succeed and battle president as party progresses to capitalism. What is our disaster order and what can President such Trump do with them? Article 1, Section 7 of the Constitution prescribes the President's bill becomes a law. Senator Republicans pushed back to the committee to President Trump's cabinet nominees on Wednesday morning, reacted daily to the Democrats' stalling tactics to disrupt the streets of confirmation hearings the day before. Amy Schumer came to the Senate minority leader, Chuck Schumer's defense Tuesday after Donald Trump called her husband and cousin fake to Chuck Schumer in an early morning tweet. February marks the launch of Black History Month, a time to recognize a central role in the revolutionary work by Black people in America. North Korea received the worst of worst rating for its lack of political rights and civil liberties from a U.S.-based think tank. The Clement Army said one soldier was killed after a firefight with Elon and rebels ahead of its latest attempt to restart a peace negotiation with the government. A Ukrainian soldier with a knife killed in an escalated fighting between government troops and pro-Russian separatists, the Ukrainian military said Wednesday. And it's possible to find in Venezuela, Marco was back in the airport shut down after men when a plane Malaysia making a fake bomb threat. Zhao Zhao, building with the Chinese government, was attacked from his Hong Kong resident by Chinese police. Person close to him said. The Czech Republic said the email was hacked and that appeared to be done for the government and resembled the hack to the DNC. Amazon will invest $1.49 billion to create an air hub in Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky International for the support of its fleet of primary cargo planes. Former Vice President Joe Biden and his wife, Dr. Joe Biden, have launched the Biden Foundation. Neil Gorsuch tries to decry the role politics plays in the conversion of judges of the process that could prove likely for his own Supreme Court nomination. Republicans and Senate Finance Committee moved to adopt President Donald Trump's cabinet nominees and for this spot a boycott of the votes by Democrats. Organization tasked with resettling refugees in America are rallying to support them in a bit of fear that they will never be reunited relatives. The U.S. Coast Guard is searching for a missing diver off the Upper Florida Keys. The crash of a small plane in West County, Texas, killed the pilot. The county office of the Emergency Management said. General Motors Company and Ford Motor Company posted declines in January auto sales. A bit what is expected to be a part cooling in the demand fall and brisk sales of the prior month that has created a cut in dealer lots. According to court documents filed, the U.S. most better paid $1.2 billion settlement to compensate owners of about 80,000 over its larger 3-liter vehicles that pertained into the scandal, as well as mine. Some back and fix and others. The 1,172-mile Dakota Access Pipeline is newly completed except for a hotly contested section of the North Dakota Lake Wire that been the top of the massive protests. You can hear those around you, whether you can't speak, you can feel a touch, you can touch back, you can see, but you cannot move even blink your eyes. To go to some patients who can't even blink. A powerful waterfall, lava continues to cushion in the Pacific Ocean, cracking outside it, and Hawaii's Killer volcano. Most of the time, when you order fast food, you know exactly what you're getting, especially when it tastes great, but it's probably loaded fat, cholesterol, sodium. As the report finds, chemicals 1/3 of the fast food packaging. A new study suggests that tiny air pollution particles may greatly increase the chance of dementia, including Alzheimer's disease. Such particles may emanate from power plants and automobiles. Obamacare looks like it's going away. Until that happens, bake off insurers aren't sure what to do with it. Republicans and Representative Donald Trump have given details on how they repeal and place the Affordable Care Act. All right, looking at stocks at 12:05. Now up 593 points at 19,870.02. SP 5 down 3.07 at 275.80. Nasdaq up 40.08 points at 5,620.87. Russia 2K down 91 cents at 1360.91. VIX up 2 cents at 12.01. European markets, DAX 124.19 up at 11,659.50. FTSE up 8.5 at 7,107.65. CAC up 45.68 points at 4,794.58. FTSE MIB 8740.65 up 149.92 and stocks 603.60.20 up 2.08. Asian markets, Nikkei up 106.74 at 19,148.08. Shanghai up 9.61 at 3,159.17. HSI down 42.39 points at 3,318.39. ASX 200 up 32.25 at 56,553.17 and Kospi up 12.91 points at 280.48. Oil markets up 20 cents at 50.01. Brent up 30 cents at 55.88. Natural gas up 45,000 points at 3.162. RBOB gas up 3,000 points at 1.553 on that. 3,000 points at LUSD. HO up 125,000 points at 1.6433. Gold, silver down 90,000 points at 17.445. Gold down 4.80 at 1206.60. Copper 175,000 points down at 2.71. Platinum up $5.40 and 1,001.90, and palladium 9.65 points up at 763.95. Bonds, US 10 up 45,000 points, 2.496%. Bond 10-year yield 0.469% unchanged. Germany's 10 yield up 9,000 points at 96,000 points. UK 10 yield up 2,000 points at 1.455%. France 10 yield up 1,000 points at 1.95%. European US dollar up down 42,000 points at 1.0753. US dollar Japanese yen up 31 cents at 130.29. Great Britain pound US dollar up 63,000 points at 1.264. US dollar Canada CAD up 65,000 points at 1.309. And US dollar CHF up 4,000 points at 9932. Looking at commodities. Agriculture futures. Wheat up 427 1/4, up 6 1/2. Soybean 129 3/4, up 5 1/4. Corn 360, up 3 1/4. Sugar 20.85, up 40 cents. Coffee 148 1/2, down $1.05. Cotton 75.81, up 87 cents. Breakfast 9.53, down 5,000 points. Cocoa 2,105, up 2. Live cattle 150.65, up 5 cents. Lean 69.575, up 50 cents. And FD cattle 122.325, down 45 cents. Peter Chell News Time is now 12:08 on this Thursday afternoon here. And there's been shots fired near the Boston Public School District Headquarters. And the fire was recovered, one in custody with no injuries reported. It was 2 hours ago. Peter Chell News Time, 12:08, and it's time now for a sports report. Tonight, the Boston Celtics will be at the Garden taking on Toronto Raptors. Boston Bruins will be in Washington taking on Washington Capitals, and the North Leicester wrestling team will be taking on Ashland Cougars. For Cannon Warner and then Quinn's career had come just a year before the Super Bowl that sent Payman and the night playing the miscues of confusion and overwhelmed the most potent offense he had played it yet. National Signing Day 2017. And in the end, Michigan found a way back to one of the top prospects of 2017. Rick Winkoff, Solomon, a 5-star defensive tackle from Lee County High School in Leesburg, Georgia, made his official commitment to Michigan during last signing. And the Raiders plan to move to Las Vegas as looking for fraudulent films in the day. The Super Bowl week started with a casino billionaire Sheldon Allison saying we no longer will be helping the Raiders relocate from Oakland. That was a huge shock. Peter Chell News Time is out 12:09 on this Wednesday afternoon, and it's time now for a traffic and transit report. Baby! Let's tell you where the Newberry Line regular train service is resuming between Newburyport and North Station after an early train fatality. And Fitchburg train 414 10 a.m. for Wachusett is operating 5-10 minutes passing between Wachusett and North Station. And on the subway system, it's looking good, and on the ferries, they are looking good. Okay, take a look at highways and byways of New England on this Wednesday afternoon here. Merritt Parkway westbound side is backed up around Hampton Stretch. 95 on the northbound side back to Greenwich Stretch. 138 eastbound side back to Jamestown towards the Newport Bridge. Howard's and Marwoods of Massachusetts out. Lincoln Gate Center of Mass Pike eastbound side back to the Stockbridge. 95 on the northbound side is backed up between Augusta and Waterville, Maine. 95 southbound back to Waterville. 95 both back up to Palmer down to Waterville. 95 to the northbound side is back towards Bangor, Maine. Here. Interstate 87 to the southbound side is back to the Canadian border up in upstate New York towards the New York State. Peter Jones' time is now 12:10 on this Wednesday afternoon, and then it's time now for a weather report here. And we got 2 inches of snow, so it's going to be mild one, going to give us some melt in here, but it's going to be cold late in the week, so. Alright, our current conditions are in North Massachusetts at 12:11 p.m. here. 40 degrees with a temperature with dew point about 35, humidity 2%, and barometric pressure 29 inches. Current conditions around the region, it's 36 in Boston, 30 in Bedford, 32 in Beverly and Gloucester, and in Pittsburgh, it's 32 in Worcester, it's 37 in Norwood, it's 36 in Taunton, 41 in New Bedford, it's 34 in Plymouth, 38 in Provincetown, 39 in Falmouth, 42 in Chatham, it's 43 in Marford, and Nantucket, it's 40 in Spur. Providence 21 in Quonset, 42 in Bucktown and Montauk and Denison, 43 in New York City, 42 in Bridgeport and New Haven, it's 40 in Denver and Waterbury, it's got 39, 40 in Meriden, 32 in Hartford and Winslow, 20 in Springfield, 32 in Orange, Massachusetts and Pittsfield, Massachusetts, 29 in North Massachusetts, 37 in Albany, New York, it's 33 in Sarah Springs, New York, 30 in Benton, Vermont, 32 in Rutland, Vermont, 31 in Lebanon, New Hampshire, it's 34 out in Key, New Hampshire, 29 in Jeff, New Hampshire, 33 in the Nashville and Manchester, New Hampshire, 29 in Cornwall, New Hampshire, 25 in Laconia, New Hampshire, 26 Boston, New Hampshire, 23 degrees up in Portland, Maine. Here. Alright, take a look at forecast. Look at the source map on country shows station front from 7 Oregon, stretching it all the way down to the Rockies here, and regional coast from the West Coast, stretching it down to Texas, and station front Texas, and regional station front from Arkansas, stretching all the way down to the coast and that to sea. And get from rain with a low pressure from Texas and down into New Mexico here. And we got high pressure ridges, high pressure centers are located down around the Sierra Nevada mountains of California and Nevada and around the region of Utah. Another one off the Baja California coast, and another one around Florida and around Bahamas here. And a cold front switch with South Coast stretching up and around the Great Lakes and then up and around Eastern Ontario. The merger of the station from Ontario stretching out Northern New England and that the Canadian Maritimes here with a pair of low pressures around with it. 35 degrees in Detroit. It's 33 in Pittsburgh. It's 42 in Washington, D.C. 62 in Atlanta. 77 in Miami, Fort. 63 in Dallas, Texas. It's 77 in Brownsville, Texas. It's 36 in Kansas City. 32 in Omaha, Nebraska. 33 in Chicago. 13 in Minneapolis, St. Paul. 7 in Great Falls, Montana. 30 degrees out in Seattle with a warm front off the Washington coast here. 51 in San Francisco. 49 in Los Angeles. It's 44 in Las Vegas. 25 in Salt Lake City. 27 in Denver. 62 out in Phoenix, Arizona. 42 degrees out in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Looking. Look at it. Look at that radar. Radar, and it shows some spotty snow showers off the Boston Harbor coast. Spotty snow showers by Jeffrey, New Hampshire, stretching and southern Vermont, and northward to the north central portions of Massachusetts, and stretching around the capital district from Schenectady, stretching around the Odio, around Little Falls, around Amsterdam. Some spotty rain showers around Carrollton, Newburgh, New York City, and some spotty snow showers in the northeastern Pennsylvania. Some rain showers west of Mount Olive, New Jersey here. And look at that. Northern New England radar, and then it shows a line of snow showers from Australia, New York, stretching down and upstate New York and Vermont. Spotty snow showers by east to north from Berlin, searching around Wemford, and searching around mid-Maine, coast of the number of Moosehead Lake region, Maine, and western New Brunswick, and central and western portions of Nova Scotia, the southeastern portion of Nova Scotia, and some spotty snow showers south of Quebec City, and St. Deed, and some spotty snow showers south of Quebec and northeastern Ontario. And you can see some spotty snow showers from western Michigan and on northeastern UP of Wisconsin and some of Wisconsin and central portions of Illinois, and some spotty rain, sleet, and snow showers from Indiana down for 7 hours down from West Virginia, and some rain showers by Virginia and southern New Jersey coast. And some spotty snow showers from southwestern Iowa down to Nebraska and around southern South Dakota, and spotty snow showers from Wyoming down for Idaho down for southeastern portions of Oregon, and some rain showers from western tip of Oregon and then around the California coast. There. Alright, look at the satellite loop, and it shows a lot of clouds coming much from the Canadian Maritimes around the eastern half of the country and around the Midwest and around the western half of the country from the Rockies and on Pacific coast from California up in Washington State and coming on all over Canada here and around Alaska. Okay. Looking at weather memo here. Lingering snow for Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine. Wind to winds as possible. Melted snow in the south. Quick warming today and cold late week. And forecast. Forecast discussion. Low pressure exit to the Gulf of Maine. This morning here. As any level of life snow will end with improved conditions about the rest of the day. The rain of the week from Saturday will trend. Colder the blustery conditions at times. Weak low pressure may bring some light snow Sunday afternoon to Sunday night, which may mix rain along the southeastern coast to turn colder and blustery Monday beyond a cold front. Then more snow and rain is possible Tuesday and Tuesday as another low pressure approaches. And New Trouble 6 man this evening in Justin Pops and Wiggins and reflect some scattered and wild scattered snow showers moving across portion of the area from mid-late morning. There snow showers seem to be more boost from a shortwave trough passage and cold effect aloft. Believe the activity should be diminished around early afternoon, one band and moving roughly around the mass back around to produce a good temperature snow. This may affect the greater Boston area between 10:45 and 12:30 p.m. How many of you correspondent adjustment and cloud covers have just streak winds and temperatures some to fit current observation trends? Temperatures lagging a little beyond that. Forecast expected increase in wind speed is also lagging a little. However, no major change to the prior forecast. Okay, 7-day forecast goes like this. For this afternoon, Putts about 44 degrees. West about 90 miles an hour with gusts at 30 miles an hour. For tonight, most of the coast about 25 degrees. West about 36 miles an hour. For Thursday, most of the about 39 degrees. West about 57 miles an hour with gusts at 20 miles an hour. Low will be 18 for Thursday night. For Friday, most sunny podcast about 31 low at 18 degrees. Just patient is 5% and west wind about 5 to 13 miles an hour. Saturday, most sunny podcast about 29, about 15 degrees. For Sunday, Putts that's about 74 degrees. And Sunday night, at just snow between 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. Mostly clouds low at 26 degrees. Just patient 30%. Monday, most sunny podcast about 36, about 22 degrees. And for Tuesday, just snow Putts that's about 41 degrees. Just patient 30%. Peter's favorite phrase of the day, a mild day in town. And that's my forecast for now, and that's going to be for the Peter Channel News Report on this February 1st, 2017 on Wednesday afternoon. Good afternoon, good time to be a good day.